In biology, homeostasis, today we will discuss about nephron. The functional unit of kidney is called as nephron. There are millions of nephrons in human kidneys. Like you can see its structure. In human kidney, nephrons are arranged along two distinct or different regions. An outer is cortex and inner is renal medulla. Now, types of nephrons. Cortical nephrons. Cortical is from cortex. The nephrons arranged along the cortex are called as cortical nephrons. Second are juxtamedullary nephrons. The nephrons present in the border of cortex and medulla are called as juxtamedullary nephrons. They play a very important or special role in the production of concentrated urine, which contain more salts. Now, the structure of nephron. A nephron consists of the following parts. Number one is Bowman's capsule and glomerulus. Cup-shaped swelling is called Bowman's capsule, and ball of capillaries is glomerulus. In each nephron, inner end forms a cup-shaped swelling, which is called Bowman's capsule, also called as renal capsule. As I told you, that renal term is used for kidneys, which is around a ball of capillaries called as glomerulus. So, cup-shaped swelling is Bowman's capsule, and there is a ball of capillaries which is called glomerulus. Now, blood supply to nephron. Glomerulus. A ball of capillaries is embedded within the Bowman's capsule and is called glomerulus. Efferent and efferent arterioles. Smaller arteries are called arterioles. Glomerulus, that is ball of capillaries, circulates blood through capsule. As it arrives through efferent arteriole, and blood leaves the capsule by efferent arterioles. That is, from one arteriole blood enters, another one it leaves. Peritubular capillaries. The blood vessel, efferent arteriole, then subdivides again into another network of capillaries which are called peritubular capillaries. These peritubular capillaries surround the proximal and distal convoluted tubules. Convoluted means coiled. The filtrate, which contains some useful materials from the glomerulus, passes through the proximal or first convoluted tubule, U-shaped part, loop of Henle, and the last part, distal convoluted tubule. Filtrate is processed for urine formation. Peritubular capillaries intermingle or are mixed up with proximal and distal convoluted tubules of the nephron. Now, there is vasa recta. In juxtamedullary nephrons, additional capillaries extend down to form U-shaped part, a loop of vessels called vasa recta. So, vasa recta is also a series of vessels. Vasa recta are absent in cortical region or cortical nephrons. Convoluted tubule, which means coiled tubules. It has two parts. First is proximal convoluted tubule. Bowman's capsule continues as an extensively convoluted or coiled tubule called proximal convoluted tubule. Proximal or first convoluted tubule is the part where reabsorption of useful materials takes place, like sugars, amino acids. B is distal convoluted tubule. Last part of the nephron is also extensively coiled, convoluted, and is called distal convoluted tubule. Distal convoluted tubule is part of coiled or convoluted tubule where secretion of ions takes place in order to maintain the pH of urine, especially secretion of hydrogen ions. Third part, U-shaped part, loop of Henle. Nephron then becomes somewhat narrow and takes a U-shaped form and is called as loop of Henle. As you can clearly see in this, that there is ball of capillaries glomerulus, there is cup-shaped swelling, Bowman's capsule, then there extends first proximal convoluted tubule, then distal convoluted tubule, and in U-shaped part you can see loop of Henle. Loop of Henle has two parts. Descending loop of Henle. It is the first part of loop of Henle in which filtrate moves downward. Descending means in downward direction. As you can see in the picture, loop of Henle is clearly shown U-shaped part. Second is ascending loop of Henle. It is the part of loop of Henle in which filtrate moves in upward direction. Filtration, that is, blood moves through the membrane by osmosis, diffusion. Then it is filtered and flows into Bowman's capsule, cup-shaped swelling, and the product formed is collectively called as glomerular filtrate. Fifth is collecting tubules. The distal convoluted tubule then empties into collecting tubule. Many nephrons share the same collecting tubule. Finally, the collecting tubules open into renal pelvis. Structure is shown. That is ball of capillaries glomerulus, around which is Bowman's capsule. Then there are tubules like proximal convoluted tubule, loop of Henle, distal convoluted tubule, and collecting ducts.